What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Men of Zen, an anime research podcast. My name is Brent.
I'm Phil.
And I am.
Yes, Anya, our savior, the one and only. Today we're covering Spy Family. It is not Spy X Family.
Sure?
Yes, don't do it. Just like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, you don't pronounce it X.
It's not Hunter x Hunter. It's just Hunter x Hunter. Specifically, it's in the wiki. Specifically stylized as Spy Family, but pronounced Spy Family. A Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Tatsuya Endo. The story follows a spy who has to build a family in order to execute this special mission that he is on, not realizing that the girl he adopts as his daughter is a telepath, and that the woman he agrees to be in a marriage with is a skilled assassin. And this show is beautiful. It's so good.
Man, art style, characters, storyline, humor, like it's all there.
Oh my god, it's phenomenal. The music, the characters, the humor. This show has everything for me. And I remember seeing it when it was first being advertised, and I thought it was cool right away. Aiden sent something in one of the chats, and he's like, dude, this is just about this spy who has to pretend that he has this family. And I thought that theme immediately, I was like, that sounds rad. There's no other anime does this. This is going to become a thing. It's so good. You have to watch this show. Phil, what did you think? You've seen this once or twice.
Twice through.
Yeah.
And
actually, I just watched it again, all of it this morning.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's not that long.
Yeah, you can definitely.
Yeah, it's only 10 episodes. Just a damn shame that's only 10 episodes for the first season.
Right.
But it's so good. It is absolutely a classic and a type of anime that I would immediately recommend to someone who's like, hey, what's an anime I should check out? I will say Spy Family. All day.
Yes. All day. And it's, well, actually, not even all day. It's half a day.
Right.
You got 3 hours.
Definitely binge worthy.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. And every episode, when I look back on it now, is really so well developed. Just the way these events unfold, because it's tangled up in this spy secret organization with all these different, government agencies vying for information. And in the middle of all of this, you have Anya Forger, who is this little girl that has been adopted by Lloyd Forger. And Lloyd Forger is his codename Twilight. Is his code name, and he's codenamed Twilight. He's one of the world's best spies. Everybody knows him by name. It's just, oh man.
But not by his face. They know him by name.
Yeah, they know him by name. And it's just, oh man, we'll get into more of the plot here in a little bit. Aiden, what did you think about this show? I know, because you recommended it. I don't know if I've ever talked to you about it.
Yeah, no, definitely. When I first recommended it to you, it was basically when it was super hyped when it first came out. I was super excited to watch it. I heard great things about it. When I watched it, I liked it too. It was very, I don't know, it's very wholesome, but it's actually fulfilling to watch it. It's
yeah,
like you said, it has a little bit of everything, It just has great animation, good music.
Mm-hmm.
The plot line's pretty good. There's a lot of things, and then some of the characters are really lovable. You get attached to some, except for Anya.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was annoying.
Dude, the opening song.
You can shush your goddamn mouth.
She's cute and all, but overall, she's my least favorite out of them.
Really?
I cannot believe that. She is my favorite among them.
Yours my favorite, then Forger's.
Well, we all know why yours is your favorite.
She is mommy. Yes.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy.
But no, I mean going with Anya, I can see a lot of her personality. So maybe spoiler alerts here, maybe not. This is a fact that I found out. I didn't really pick it up when I was watching anime, but she's been adopted 3 other times and she's been returned to orphanage.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm just I feel that's why she's probably kind of a little bit annoying, but it's okay.
Yeah, she was returned multiple times. We don't ever, like you said, we don't ever know why, but she is a telepath. She can read people's minds. but she's very young. She's like, what, they say she's 5?
Yeah, but she says she's 6.
Yeah, she says she's
adopted.
6. So the way she gets out of this orphanage is she's like, I have to be super smart. But she waits for somebody to ask her a question, and then she waits for them to think of what the answer is. Just read their mind and say the thing that they say. But sometimes that's not always the thing that they think about. It's always the answer. So she just blurts out something random that is like copying exactly what they're thinking about. It could be like potato salad, and they'd be like, why in the fuck did she say that? I was just thinking that. And they just all think it's weird or coincidence, and oh my god, it's so funny. I love this show.
It's got a little bit of everything, and like really when you think about it, on paper you have the world's greatest spy, the world's greatest assassin playing pretend family with a little girl that is a telepath because she was a government experiment. It just
I want
screams.
to know more about that.
Yeah,
I want to know more about they don't talk about that ever. They just bring up that she wasn't an experiment, but like for being so young, how like she's been peddled around a few times already.
That's so sad but true.
We might find out more because season 2 is coming out.
That's what I hope for. Yeah, with season 2 coming out, that's what I was hoping for.
Apparently, though, they said there's only going to be 25 episodes in total for Spy Family.
Ooh, okay.
Like, I mean, like in total, like it's gonna be. So we might get like 15 more episodes.
Yeah,
which is not enough.
No, it's really not. You're never gonna forgive yourself if you don't watch this anime. At least you shouldn't. You shouldn't ever forgive yourself if you don't watch this anime because it's necessary. And it's so fun. There's so many fun things in here.
Yeah.
So let's go over some of our main characters so you know a little bit who we're talking about. We've already brought up Anya, the little girl with pink hair. She's got like little cat ear. I don't know if it's just a headband or whatever it is. Something's on her head to make her look like little cat ears.
Hair clips or something.
Yeah, and she's the best. She constantly like mispronounces words really cute.
She always has like phrases. A wa or like a instead of R she uses W's.
Yeah,
it's
like,
so cute.
She does like the little talk, or she'll they have phrases where she doesn't understand what she's saying. So okay, her favorite television show is this spy cartoon that like her her adopted father reminds her of, the lead character in this spy series, and she's doing terrible in math at school, and she's looking at like the number of bullets left in the character's gun in this cartoon, and she's like, he has 2/8 bullets left, and her adopted dad Lloyd, he's like, wait a minute, you know what that fraction is? And she's like, yeah, 2/8 bullets. I have 2 out of 8 bullets left. And he's like, wait, hold on. I just have to relate all math things to this stupid spy show, and you can do math? It's so good. Or she mispronounces the word outing as ooting. Like if they're gonna go on a family outing, it's family ooting. She's so good.
Right, and it's so funny that like she knows her adopted father is the world's greatest spy, and she knows her adopted mom is the world's greatest assassin. And it's funny because neither of them know she's a telepath.
Yep.
Neither of them know anything about this, so they constantly think things out loud, and she can hear it, and then she just gets all freaked out because she's like, wait, what?
She almost told them one time. Almost. It was close.
Yeah, almost.
It was close. She almost told them about it. And yeah, it's funny how they don't like recognize the similarities between the things she's saying and the things that they're the thinking, like not out loud clearly. It's wow. It's one of the best like dynamics that I've seen in a show. The fact that she's so young and doesn't comprehend what it is that they're thinking sometimes, or she's a kid, so she gets into shit that she shouldn't get into. And I think it's either episode 1 or 2 when she first gets home from being picked up by Lloyd, and he's like thinking to himself, he's like, they're never gonna know who I am or where I'm at because I've taken all of these precautions. It's a good thing I have everything locked in a briefcase with that passcode. And he like specifically thinks like the passcode is 0416 or whatever it is the fuck it is that he says. And fucking Anya goes and immediately is like, I'm gonna go grab that briefcase, I'm gonna go put in the code, and she starts punching in like what the fuck is that called? Not
Like SOS or
Yeah,
not
no,
SOS.
but
Oh my
what's-
god. Oh my! I know what you're talking about. Something code.
Morse
something,
code.
Morse
No,
code.
I know I couldn't think about it, but she's like typing into Morse code over like an open band frequency. Like, this is Agent Twilight. You will never catch me. Blah, 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 blah. And some of Twilight's government like enemies intercept this, and they're like, "God damn it, Twilight! He's
Taunting us."
doing this just to piss us off." It's so good. It's classic.
And then they come and get her, and it's just it's a hoot.
Wow.
It's a hoot and a half.
It's so good.
I love how one of the traits with Lloyd Forger is, being obviously the world's greatest spy. He's also a master of disguise.
Yes.
So he constantly is like putting on like faces and disguising himself as different people, only to be like, haha, it was me.
Yeah, just like mundane jobs too. Like, he'll work like at a fish market or in the back of a kitchen at a hotel room, but he'll actually have like have applied for this job, and will have gotten the job like on the spot. And sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, sorry, boss, I was late on my first day on the job," while he's trying to like go recover a penguin that has secret like missile codes or something rammed down his
Right.
throat, and he's gotta go get this penguin out of the fucking zoo.
I think right now, like, we know that he has 7 different identities at least from like the show, right? Like,
Oh yeah, he's got a few. I
At
don't
least,
remember what
yeah.
all they are, but yeah, he's got quite a few of them. But that's Lloyd Forger, one of the main 3 between Yor Forger, who is the assassin. So Lloyd and Yor claim to be married in this, but for different reasons they have accepted to pretend to be married while maintaining a cover for who they really are.
Yep, because neither of them know about each other's
So
real
it's-
identity.
Yeah, it's like a fake marriage within a fake identity, and
Yep.
neither of them knows about the fake identity, and it's really funny how sometimes like Yor has to pretend to be like this really ditzy kind of aloof girl who's not aware of her surroundings, but then occasionally she can like be the most accurate person and super nimble and flexible and do backflips and kick the shit out of you, and then she goes back to, "Oh, whoops, I slipped, I wasn't paying attention." But like, she does all that on purpose. It's so good. We have now what's a lot of the plot line starts to fall around the way that Lloyd's mission is to pretend to have a family so that he can get Anya into a very prestigious school.
Eden
Yeah,
College.
It's a private school.
Or so Eden Academy.
Yes. And he needs to get her in there because there's this child, Damien Desmond, who is the son of like a very prominent wealthy businessman in the city that has something to do with Lloyd's spy like information, his intel.
Right.
And she thinks Anya can get close to him.
The plan is to get her to be friends with Desmond, with his kid, and then they get invited to the house of his target, the Mr. Desmond. And but apparently that's not going to work because only the most sophisticated or elegant kids in the academy who earn enough of these stars can get invited. And Anya's not really what you would call an academically gifted child.
No, and she pretends to be again because she can read minds. So sometimes she does phenomenal, but then sometimes she reads the wrong minds and gets the
Right.
wrong.
Yeah, I love
information.
that when she's like, "I'll just copy someone who took the test," and then it's like they didn't know what they were talking about. She's freaking out about like, "Oh God, I copied the wrong person."
Yep.
It's so funny.
So yeah, sometimes she gets great scores, and then her dad is like, "Awesome," and then she's like, "Oh, recently she's doing really bad." And what is it? You need to get like a mark or something from that school. They give out like, if you get like 8, it's like 8 stars, or I don't remember what they call them specifically.
Imperial scholars. It's an Imperial scholars, what they call Stella stars.
Stella Stars.
So Stella stars, you get 1 Stella star for doing something really good, and you get the other opposite, which is a Tanatrus bolt.
Yep.
If you do something bad, and of course, unfortunately, Anya gets a bolt day one, after spending so much time to get into this school. Like I feel like half the anime, at least the first season, is them trying to get her into this college.
It is. It's the first like 3 or 4 episodes.
And then she finally gets in, and she punches little Desmond.
Yep. Right in the face.
And well, here's the thing: he deserved it. He was bullying her and bullying her friend, and she basically thought back, like, what would like my dad do, or what would dad do?
It was
or Mama
no,
do?
it was what was Mama. Yor taught her how to throw a
Oh,
punch.
yep. She's like, what would Mama do? And just pulled her arm back and launched this kid.
She has this whole like technique that she's like, Mama taught me how to throw a punch, and she'll have a flashback like, all you have to do is throw and twist and do like this with your shoulder and all your body weight, and she'll like go through and repeat those motions with the same internal monologue in her own voice, and it looks like this epic punch, or like it's going to be super strong, and she goes to do it and it either just whiffs or nothing much comes out of it, or she does punch the kid and then she's like, hell yeah, I did it, I beat his ass, and immediately she's like, oh shit, I'm going to be in trouble, so fucking much trouble. And it was so good.
It's first of all, the Academy. Can we talk about the best person who is at the Academy? Mr. Henry Henderson.
Very elegant.
The man is elegance incarnate. I love him and his mustache. He reminds me of almost any older anime guy, because they all look the same. They're either bald, got slick back gray hair, big mustaches. Like, they know what's up. They know what they're doing. And this guy, he basically tries to find elegance in everything. And during the interview process for when the Foragers were coming to obviously interview for Eden Academy, he's watching them and he's like, oh, these guys they're nothing. They'll drop out. And all of a sudden they keep impressing him after, like, one after another, and he just keeps freaking out. He's like, such elegance.
Yeah. So you remember what some of the challenges were in, like there was it started with the kid stuck in the gutter.
Yep.
He was stuck in like this storm drain, and the water was really dirty. The child is in there to get extra credit. They're testing this family, and they're watching them on their way in from like a window high up in the school.
Yeah, because the literal test starts when you enter the premises. They don't tell you that, but they're being judged.
So Henry Henderson is just looking down like, look at all these people, not very elegant, such disgrace. But then he sees the Forgers, and he's like, oh, but them, such elegance, such grace. And he goes through the test with the kid in the gutter, and Anya spots him, and like they all stop to think, and they're like, wait, this is a test, and they just kind of like instinctively look at each other and stop, and Anya's like, look over there, Dad, a child that needs our help, we have to get him out of the water. And they just
they robot walk over there like,
right,
let's help you out. And the kid's like, they won't help me, like they'll get dirty, there's no way. And they of course help him, and he gets a little splashed with a little bit of mud, and you see there's like, well, that was nice of them for what they did, but now they've gotten themselves dirty. They'll never pass it. All of a sudden, they're just like, good thing we brought a spare change of clothes. And it's just like all of them got changed into new outfits.
But it's all about the elegant way that they did it. Like, they didn't just pull the kid out. He, like, whipped him up into the air upside down like a whip, and, like, lets him, like, rest, like, gently down on his feet. And then the fucking Henry's like, such elegance! And then, you see that water get on his leg, and he's like, oh, no, but it's not befitting to have dirty clothes. And just out loud, they're like, well, we've always come prepared. We've got
such elegance.
Such elegance. Wow.
I just figured out who he reminds you of. You guys seen Foster's Home?
Flavor. Which one?
Have you ever seen Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Yes.
He reminds me of that bunny butler. Like, that's who he reminds me of, like a human version of the...
Oh my god, yes. I can see it.
I really don't remember...
let me pull him
remember
up.
The kid and the little blue blobby guy. There was the weird, like, chicken
there was
tree duck thing.
Coco.
Yeah, Coco.
Mr. Harriman. Mr. Harriman's his name.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right. He's like the bunny version.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, totally.
I totally see that.
I totally...
And then wasn't there like another? I can't remember the other trial. I just watched it twice. Like how?
It was
I don't
the
know.
animals. There was a
No,
stampede.
that was the third one.
Oh, there was
a second one.
There was that. The kid, the clothes.
The kid with the clothes was the first one.
Yep. And then
What was the second one?
She's probably like you talking about her friends.
No, like the second test.
No, I think to get into the school, was there another one?
I swear
Really,
there
the
was.
only other one that I particularly
I'll look it up
remember
real
was like
quick.
they let a bunch of animals free, like a bunch of bulls or something.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, that's a little excessive," and
Yeah.
then they find out, "Oh, that's not a test. They got out."
Yep, yeah, that was legit. And Yor fights them. She like fights a bull and takes it out, and then all of the other animals get scared of because Yor kicked that bull's ass, and then they like get back in line and like, oh nope, let's leave. She's gonna.
And once again, Mr. Henry Henderson's like, "Such elegance," and then he realizes like, "Oh, they've got their clothes rustled again," and then they whip out a third change of clothes.
Just in case, you can never be too underprepared.
And I love that scene. It was, and he's like, I love Henry because he goes to bat for the family. And right when, oh man, during the interview process, they do when they have to interview the three of them, and Henderson's part of it. One of the headmasters gets mad, or I guess one of the professors gets mad that you're so pretty, and he apparently is mad that he doesn't have someone like that. So he starts like really talking down on them, especially the fact that like he knows that they are adopted. Sorry, she's adopted, and they're like, she's not her real mom, and she says something that makes
Lloyd off.
Yeah, pisses Lloyd off, and like he was the calm, collected one, basically saying like, come on, just hold on to it. This is for the mission. But I love as the series goes on, he starts really caring for Anya like his own daughter. And I love that moment where like he says one thing that's just too far, and all of a sudden Lloyd jumps up and like smashes the table in front of them in half, and then he lifts up his hand. He's like, "There was a wasp. I killed it for you." And there actually was a wasp on the table, but like he absolutely used that as a moment to like let out some anger, basically show like, don't fucking talk to my child like that.
Yep.
And apparently that was going to disqualify him and Anya from entering the academy, except for Henry Henderson was basically like, no, fuck you. They are an amazing family. They're an elegant family, and you absolutely deserved it. And I love that guy. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the show.
Anya is like pretty awesome with her abilities, but she does have some drawbacks with her telepathic abilities too. I don't believe like it was an eclipse moon or something. She like loses her power completely during a moon eclipse.
They didn't talk about it in the first season, but I did look that up. Apparently, during an eclipse, she loses her ability
And then
to
I
talk to
didn't
people.
know that.
and she can't like pinpoint her telepathic abilities perfectly. So like sometimes like with a large crowd, she gets like a lot of thoughts and she gets like overwhelmed, and she gets overwhelmed basically when she uses her powers around a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah. And she's kind of dumb in real life, honestly.
I mean, yeah, she's hella dumb. But here's the thing. I'm someone who's decided in my life, this is a personal thing, mind you, I do not want to have kids. If I do decide to have kids, I want to adopt. But Anya is so fucking cute. Like, I love that kid. Like, I would totally adopt a daughter like her. She's adorable.
Would you like to design now? Because there's supposed to be a different character design for her.
I did hear the original character design. She was taller.
She was taller. She looked very like. She looks cute in this one. The other one she looks more sinister.
Ooh, then I'm glad. They went with this one.
I don't know. I like the sinister version. Imagine her being
Of
just
course
like.
you do.
Yeah, well, the sinister version's cool. Like, she looks nice. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think it's on here.
Yeah,
somewhere.
there's a reason why for that I've got with some of the creator information too, as to why it's so different was because he, I guess his original style was like really serious, like provocative, like thriller kind of stuff for manga, but this was one of the first like ones that he's like he wanted to do like some comedy and keep it lighthearted, and this was also like a joint effort, I think, with someone else a little bit. Maybe it was mostly him, with Tetsuya Endo. Yeah, dude, it's just this whole anime. The episode we just talked about, I think that was like episode 4 or 5 when they're trying to get into the school. That's one of the best episodes. Like if you want like the peak of what this show is about, that show has that episode has everything with the interview to try to get into that school. And then one of the last episodes too is another really good example, one where they are out on a family trip to the aquarium.
Oh yeah.
Because Lloyd's neighbors suspect that he's being unfaithful.
Yep, being a terrible dad and all that.
Yeah, like he's never home. He's out doing too many missions and stuff. So he has to maintain this cover of, be a normal family. Well, so does Yor. Yor has to have this cover of we have to be a normal family. They don't necessarily say it out loud to each other, but they both at the same time have this epiphany. So they're like, we're going to go to the aquarium and try to have a normal day. But it just so happens that a mission is going to take Lloyd to the aquarium anyway. So he gets caught up with doing a mission while trying to have a family outing. And who happens to show up other than Lloyd's neighbor, the really suspectful lady who thinks that he's cheating. So it's this really big juggle of, trying to maintain the front and trick this other lady. And then at the end...
penguins.
Penguins. Yeah. Penguins.
Love me some penguins.
That is the penguin episode. Oh man, so good.
This whole anime just... It fits so much content into so few episodes. But like even what you would call like the filler episodes are so funny and entertaining. Where they get super drunk one night, Anya and her mom. I guess I can't remember, like something. Anya was being like super goofy. No, I'm sorry.
Was she just really tired?
Yeah, she was very tired. Yor got super drunk.
Yeah.
And she decided, like, hey, as for, like, my birthday or my celebration gift, like, I want you to, rent a castle. So he literally rents a castle and then calls in all of his his fellow spies to come play the part of the henchmen and the villains. Because Anya wants him to reenact an episode of her spy show that she watches. And it's so funny that, like, all of these spies are like, a chance to work with the mighty... Oh, my God, what's his name? Why did I forget his name? Twilight. A chance to work with the mighty Twilight? Yes, that's awesome. And so they're all brought in by him, and they're like, I don't know what this is about, but I'm here for it. And the whole time, Yor's still drunk off her ass. And... Twilight's friend is helping Anya with her fantasy. It's funny. And then in the end, Yor's like, I'm going to fight you. And this is when I thought, like, oh, he's going to find out that she's just not a normal person. Yeah. Because she brings out, like, all her assassin moves. Like, she's fast. She's kicking hard. And, like, the two of them actually fight for a little bit. And he even says, it's like, why is she this strong? But, like, nothing ever comes about it. It's just really funny that he never tries to question any of that.
There was something about the end of that episode where... So it was that, like you said, for her... I don't remember if it was for Anya's birthday or...
I think it was a celebration.
Special. Yeah, it was just something special. They were celebrating to do this reenactment or this, like... self-created version of this like spy show in real life for her to be a part of. And at the end of it, they do like an introduction to all the people who played each like role in front of a red curtain to like let the audience applaud. And Lloyd goes up there and he is like Papa, and as the spy guy, whatever his name was, and like she lists a couple others, and then she goes in for some reason Mama. And like she's just there. She didn't do anything, but she's just on stage like drunk as fuck. Like, I don't know why I'm here.
Oh my God. Let's be real here for a second. Yor is like everyone's new favorite waifu when that show came out.
Yeah.
Like everyone was talking about, like, there's every season there's always like one woman in anime that like gets everyone's attention.
Yep. She's already in the dumpster. Do you know that, right?
What?
People already dumped her.
That's... How dare they?
It's Power. Power from Chainsaw Man. It's a new...
Oh, well, that's fine. You know what? That's okay, but that's fine. I'll take Yor any day.
Yeah. Ooh, you know who we haven't brought up yet is Yor's brother, Yuri.
Oh, man. The guy who's got... Yeah, the sister complex?
Yeah, he's got one of those. Well... he does and he doesn't. Like, he explains it in a way where he's like, I just love my sister so much that I have to approve of the perfect man, and no one's better than me.
I was gonna say,
like,
didn't
only
he?
I can take care of her the best.
Didn't he, in like a flashback, propose to his sister? Like as a kid, he was like, you can marry me when I'm older."
Yeah, but I wonder if that was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still
That's so
trying to
weird.
figure out
It's
his
like-
exact intent, because some of it seems genuinely like he's just like your family and no one is good enough for you.
Right.
But then you do get a little bit of that vibe also where you're like, why does he want to do it with his sister so hard?
Is it like a Japanese thing? 'Cause I feel like they do that a lot, like in a lot of anime series.
I mean, let's be real here for a second. Yor is attractive as hell.
Yeah, she
She's
ain't
a 10
getting
out of
stuck in
10.
no dryers anytime soon.
No, she can step on me disrespectfully.
There's nothing for her to get stuck in or under with that slender
unless
frame.
it's on purpose. She probably's like, "Oh, help me, step bro."
Help me, step husband.
For some reason, I am tangled in all of these chairs. Naked. I don't know how I got them. Where did they even come from? Just walks in. She's literally just like, it's like she's playing Twister, but with a bunch of folding chairs. I don't know.
Oh god. Yeah, that guy he's also a spy, or he's an agent for
He's like a secret police.
Yep, so he's like a bad dude. He like interrogates people and tortures people, and he pretends that he's just a social worker or something
So I
like
thought
that.
he worked for the government or something.
Yeah,
His
like-
number one target is Twilight.
Yep, and he has no idea his sister is technically married to the man.
Yep, or at least pretending to be. So there's times where, so he comes over one night after he finds out for the first time that a year ago his sister got married. She straight up didn't tell anybody. She just like goes and does it, and then later he's like, how could you not tell me? I don't get it. Like, and she's just like, oh, I just forgot. Oops. And he's like, you're so forgetful. So soon. Like,
I love that he's like, you just forgot?
yeah, he is blind when it comes to his sister. Anything she says is absolutely true. And that, it gets Yuri really pissed off when he sees Lloyd Forger being literally the perfect husband. He just can't help it but be like,
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
Accurate as hell.
oh man, that's 100% how it is.
Was that our first use of it?
No, we've
No.
used it before.
I think
used
we
that
We
did.
used it when you were gone.
Yeah, once it was in a Patreon episode, which actually, this is the perfect plug for our patreon.com/themenofzen.
Did you know that you could spend a whole $3 a month and get twice the amount of episodes during a month?
Twice, you say?
Yes.
For $3?
For $3.
And where's that at?
$3.
That is the patreon.com/the Men of Zen.
That is absolutely right. Patreon.com/themenofzen. What was the last episode that we did?
Oh my god, the last episode we
Fate
did was
Zero?
Fate Zero, yeah.
Yeah, we've done episodes on Toonami,
High School of the Dead.
Golden Boy.
Oh man, so many good ones. Fooly Cooly.
We've got Plastic Memories coming up that we're going to get into right after this episode.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, you'll never know about it unless we tell you here, because you got to sign up for our Patreon.
There you go. And you know what? You could be one of the first ever adopters of our Patreon, and we might be doing some special things for people that want to go for the higher tiers, you know?
Yeah, like get an extra episode every other week for $3 a month.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe in the future you can we'll have a vote and select the next anime. Who knows? You
Or
know.
maybe we'll continue to do an extra episode every other week for $3 a month. We'll
Yeah.
see where it goes. You never
Exactly.
know. We might branch out a little bit and even do an extra episode every week for $3 a month.
Jesus Christ.
We might get a bumper sticker too.
/themenofzen. Thank you for the ad.
Back to the bit.
What were we talking about before with the bit? I don't
We
remember.
were talking about how Anya is the cutest little shit ever.
Yeah, it's true,
Like, she's an adorable little rascal.
man. I'm never gonna get over this show. Thank you
it's
ladies,
just-
so much for recommending this.
Wasn't it for a while like the #1 anime being watched
At the
for a
time,
while?
yeah, it was like super popular.
It was
so.
it was over like the Attack on Titan season 4. I mean, a lot of big name anime. It just kind of came in out of nowhere.
Still didn't beat interspecies reviewers.
What?
Can we stop talking about that?
Hey, that one knocked off Full Metal Alchemist off, and Attack on Titan.
That's just insane to me.
That's
Don't ban it. It's Crunchyroll's fault for banning it on Crunchyroll.
Thank you, Crunchyroll.
Weebs got mad and they like, no, we want our monster waifus.
Yep, I'm glad
Like-
you mentioned that because this is available on Crunchyroll if you don't know where to watch this.
Now, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of idea of how popular this series is.
Oh, yeah.
The Spy Family manga broke through several records with its manga sales. In total, there have been more than 15 million copies sold of the manga at the moment. With there only being around 60 chapters, there's not a lot of volumes of it out. So, for a manga series, sorry, I can't talk today. For a manga series to hit these numbers with such a small amount is pretty unheard of.
Yeah, well, it blew up with its predecessor called I Spy. It was a Japanese one-shot manga by Tatsuya Endo to Spy Family. Again, it was still a romantic comedy about a male spy and a high school girl. Jump SQ, published by Shueisha, and actually I've got some. Shueisha is like whenever I mention that is the publisher, and there's so many of these different Jump, Shonen Jump, Jump Special, Jump, whatever, all of those, every single one of those Jump issues that I mentioned, almost all of them are published by Shueisha. So anytime I mention Shueisha, it's just a blanket for one of those manga publications. But it was a publication of Jump SQ in March 2018 that this one shot happened. So Lloyd Forger, before he got the name Twilight, he was just called A4. He was a male spy who was employed by the Ministry of Defense, known as a faceless ghost or phantom, and that was his one of his he liked the Twilight thing. He was supposed to never be known. He used various faces to carry out intelligence activities to protect Japan. However, his eccentric high school girl Mamiru Kai gives A4 her favor, and A4 misunderstands her as an enemy. So it's got a slightly different plot line, which is interesting. I couldn't find a copy of this to try to read, but I'm going to try again to see if I can track something down, because that seems wildly different, at least, where it goes. Like, it doesn't seem like Anya is even in it. It's just supposed to be like him and Yor, basically, but Yor's a high school girl, so really strange.
Did you notice on Lloyd's jackets, he always has that pin he wears? It's like a lapel pin he has, right up here.
Yeah, I know. I've known. I feel like I can. I can't think of what it is, but I think I've seen it.
It's like his actual organization. He works for the WWW something. I forget what it's called. The actual name of the place he works at as a undercover spy. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he just is out there, but it's so secret. No one
only
knows
people
what it
that
is.
know are the ones that need to know.
Yeah. That original manga series was originally serialized in a bi-weekly basis in Shonen Jump Plus, which was the application that you can get on Android devices, and the website. You could get it there too ever since March 25th of 2019. The chapters were released every other Monday and have been collected and published into tankobon volumes by Shueisha. Shueisha also simultaneously published the series in English for free on the Manga Plus app and website. Viz Media began publishing Spy Family in English digitally on their website for free on September 22nd, 2019. They released the first volume in print in the spring of 2020. The manga series has one companion book, a Spy Family official fan book called Eyes Only. The book, serving as a collective information book, was published on May 2nd of 2022. It includes detailed information and analysis about the series' characters and worlds, colored artworks, early character designs, guest art contributions, a long interview with Endo, and commentary on most chapters by Endo and Lin. I wanted to get this so bad because I wanted that commentary by Endo along with the interview. I thought that would have been amazing, but I couldn't. Couldn't get it. Shit. Do you guys have anything else about the show before we talk a little about the creator and the production?
I got some fun facts here for you. Did you know Anya's character was actually actually adapted from Ash, a character created by Tatsuya Endo's in Rengoku no Ash, his previous one-shot story. As a matter of fact, apparently Anya was initially planned to be older and taller based on older sketches of the Forger family in the Spy Family bonus sketch. Now, here's the thing. I'm glad they chose not to do that because I don't think Anya would be nearly as popular if she wasn't adorable and cute.
Right. It wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Both the designs are good. Both are like.
You
one is
just
really
like
cool.
dark, sketchy shit.
They're good, but it's
I mean,
the humor is what
both.
really rounds this out, and it's hard to be humorous with such a serious
Right.
looking.
Yeah, I agree on that.
To me,
It
that makes
could've been
it
a
more,
good show.
I don't know. It makes it more. I don't know.
like it could have been a good like serious show. I'm
Yeah.
not doubting that it it couldn't have been good, but the Spy Family being the way it is, everything had to. The puzzle pieces are there, and it had to be put together this way for it to work.
Right. One last thing. Can we talk about the dodgeball episode?
Oh yes, yes, please.
The dodgeball episode where half the class is fighting the other class, but apparently for some reason there is this giant of a man in the other class, and apparently he is only 5 or 6 years old.
He is jacked.
But he is like the size of an adult man and jacked to
Yeah.
all hell. And it's a joke that like this is no way that's a child.
What was that baseball movie where the guy's like, he's in high school, he ends up.
You're talking. Oh my, yeah, I
You know what I'm
one.
talking about. It's just like
The bench
Benchwarmers or something.
benchwarmers. Yeah, that
He's
one.
like, he pays off the rest.
He's like, here's my birth certificate, and it's just like him drawing in crayon. I am 10. And this kid apparently like got a scholarship there specifically for his sports, and he just throws this ball with such maximum effort. It's like an anime attack. And I remember Anya trying to like throw the ball and it's using another move that Yor taught her, and she was hyping up. She's like, "This is what Mama taught me," and she's like getting in her position, like she's
Wind
about
up your arm back just like this with enough force, and when you twist your shoulder and release, and the ball is like.
Yeah, and it just like falls right in front of him, and he grabs it and just like beams her in the face.
But that episode is so good. I was wanting to talk about it earlier. I'm glad you brought it up. Was that this guy, this really fucking buff kid, he's so honed that he's like, there's no way I can ever miss, and he goes to throw the dodgeball at Anya, but she's reading his mind. So the guy's like, I'm gonna go for her left arm. She'll never see it coming, but she knows to be like left arm. So as soon as he throws, she just like raises her left arm up in the air, and it like whooshes past her, and the kid's like, what the fuck? How does she know how to do that? And like he does it again and again, like 2 other times, and it's starting to piss him the fuck off. And he's like, what is fucking happening? And then it was something like she just gets really distracted and forgets to read. Oh yeah, she gets really distracted because she threw the ball. It was like, this is her time to strike back, and she fails that throw, and then like she's just like frozen in that position in disbelief that she fucked up that hard, and that big buff kid just like barely looks like he flicks the ball at her with like his finger, but it's like the force of a fucking shotgun. It just flies off into her face. Oh my god, it was perfect. It was so good.
I love this. It was such good comedy, great action. Like it's all around. It's a classic. This will go down, in my opinion, as a classic for anime.
Absolutely. This anime was premiered on, what was it, November 1st of 2021. It was a website that actually opened to announce the anime television series adaptation produced by Wit Studio and Cloverworks. The series is directed by Kazuhiro Furuhashi, with character designs handled by Kazuaki Shimada, and music produced by No Name. The series will run for 2 split cores, which is the Japanese have sometimes they divide their television series into dramas called kuru, or the French term is cores, and usually a cores is a 3-month period of 13 episodes, something to do with the length of time for these episodes. In sets of 13, I guess. So a 6-month period with 26 episodes would be 2 cores. The first core aired from April 9th to June 25th, 2022 on TXN stations. The second core will premiere on October 1st, 2022. The first opening theme song, and I love this, is Mixed Nuts, or Mikusu Natsu, and that is by the official Hige Dandism. I have to tell you that, like, if you love the like traditional Cowboy Bebop intro, like Tank, this is right up your alley. Like it's a mix of jazz, fusion with like a little bit of pop, and oh my, it's so good. This soundtrack is phenomenal. It's one that you'll never want to skip, and it's such an original piece. It's very jazz like. It's not a traditional Japanese intro.
Right, definitely more Western than.
Yeah, very. And this whole theme of the show too, something that we never really mentioned, but we probably should mention because it's important. This is a very French style anime. Everything takes place in like Europe, England, that kind of stuff. So it's all very French themed buildings and clothing design. So it's a lot of people wearing suits and ties and hats and bowlers, that kinds of stuff. But it's more of a modern take, like in current times. There was let's see, what was it? I was on the theme songs. So the first ending theme song called Comedy by Gen Hoshino. Then there was a second opening theme song called Souvenir by Bump of Chicken. Crunchyroll licensed the series outside of Asia. Muse Communication licensed the series in Taiwan, South and Southeast Asia. They are streaming it on their YouTube channel as a limited release in some of the available regions during their first air run. And there's other regional streaming services available too, like Disney Plus, Netflix, IQ, IYI, Bilibili, and Hotstar.
Did you say Disney Plus?
Yeah, they have Disney Plus.
Huh.
Yeah, they got it.
You know what else is coming out on Disney Plus? Bleach.
What?
Wait, is it right? Was
Yeah,
it?
Disney Plus is getting the streaming rights
they who
to Bleach.
brought it back?
Yeah.
Is that why it's back?
I think so.
Because Disney is...
Well, no, they were. I don't think they're the ones who officially brought it back, but apparently they bought the rights to stream it exclusively on Disney Plus.
Wow.
Disney's competing with Crunchyroll now for anime.
Why don't they just buy... They're just going to buy... Well, no, what's going to happen?
Crap.
No. No. Imagine watching anime. At the very beginning, you know, they usually have like the little intro when we watch anime movies in theaters. It's just Mickey Mouse. It's like, hey.
Right. Oh, let us know in the comments on our Facebook section. Do you think it's going to be Disney Crunch or Crunchy Disney? It has to be one of the two.
You know, here's the thing.
It's going to happen.
As somebody who loves streaming services, I feel like it would just make my life a whole lot better if there was just one
But then
two that had everything.
No, Disney was just going to raise the prices. They're just going to like.
Dude, I'm already like, think of how many streaming services there are right now. You got Disney Plus, Netflix,
Yep.
Hulu, Crunchyroll, HBO Max, Peacock.
Now,
Like, there's too many.
do you remember back in, I think it was about, maybe it was like 2012, something about that, where there was a really big debate all over the news and the internet about net neutrality. Do you remember that? Hearing about
Right,
that?
yeah.
Do you know what net neutrality is? Like, do you understand what it was?
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
So, like, some countries already do this, but net neutrality is basically the fact that if we did not have net neutrality, which is what we do have, they were trying to cancel it. It would let internet providers or ISPs, internet service providers, it would let them it would let them package certain websites as a featured like bundle package. So Mediacom, our biggest ISP in the area, could be like, we hear you like Facebook, Twitter, fucking Snapchat, all the social media stuff. You can have access to the social media bundle for $7 a month, and they can
now I
block
remember
those
this.
sites and control that shit.
Yeah,
right?
hell no.
So we have net neutrality, meaning internet service providers cannot tell us where we can and cannot go on the internet. We have freedom to do so, but we're doing it to ourselves. It's the same thing. If you want certain shows, you have to go to Hulu. If you want certain shows, you have to go to Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Paramount, Peacock.
I mean, basically, it's now more
Sling.
expensive, if not the same price as like cable used to be. And we got rid of cable because we didn't want to pay that much.
Right, like I know, and everybody fought for net neutrality. For what, it's the same thing.
It's the same damn show.
I mean, I guess like in the aspect of, yes, some places are being charged to have access to social media sites. And I think it's a lot of South American and African countries that do it. But they do. They have to pay a little bit of money just to be able to use Facebook or Snapchat. So I'm glad we don't have that shit. But at the same time, we're doing it to ourselves with all of these different streaming apps and shit. It's the same
I mean,
shit.
if you guys want, I watch all my stuff on one website that is free.
I don't trust that.
No, we don't. We cannot advertise that here.
No, not you. I'm personally, I'm telling you guys.
Well, no, you can't advertise that.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you. I wouldn't tell you that you are.
We gotta cut this out of the video, Aiden.
We can't mention that site, so I'm not gonna. But it's a good site that I use sometimes to get free anime when I can't.
Not that
find
site.
it. Oh, well, what are you talking about?
I'm not gonna tell you the name of the site, but
No.
like I'll tell you outside of work. But like I watch Game of Thrones, all that on like anything on Netflix, Hulu, everything's all on this.
Yeah.
All those shows I can just watch for free. On
I
this
know
site.
what I think I know. Well, I've found some of those too.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, let me know what one you have, and I'll tell you what ones
Yeah.
I know of.
So subscribe to our Patreon, and I might DM you the link.
We'll find out all the dirty secrets on where to download things for free or to watch them streaming without any repercussion on our Patreon.com/themenofzen. For $3 a month, find out the dirtiest corners of the internet. Make sure you've got
If I ever need to know the dirtiest quarters of the internet, just look at Aiden's search history.
Make sure you've got a good pop-up blocker.
All right, that's all you need is just a pop-up block. You'll be
You
fine.
need some antivirus protection, some McAfee, some
Hot moms in your area.
Oh man, they're 3 miles. Within 3 miles. Oh my fucking god, so good.
Oh man, remember we talked about anime?
Yeah. So accompanying the anime, there was a guidebook, a guidebook animation. What was it called? Guidebook called Animation First Mission, but it's stylized as Animation X First Mission. That's why this sentence threw me off. I'm like, how do I say this? Because it's not Animation X First Mission, but it includes anime character designs, storyboards, and key animations, promotion images, interviews and comments from the staff and voice actors. That was released in April. The book acts as a starter guide for the anime series and does not contain many details about later episodes besides the first 2. The second guidebook, Mission Report 220409-625, which is, the date that I'm assuming it comes out. Oh, no, it is not. No, that doesn't make any sense. So it's a date of June 25th, or what the fuck? Mission Report 220409-0625. That has to be a date. There's no way. 0409 22, that's April 4th, 22, or 0625, which that doesn't make sense because the book is going to be released September 2nd, 2022. So I have no fucking idea what that date is pertaining to. That includes information for the main characters, details of the first 12 episodes, key arts for location settings and stories, storyboards, interviews, and comments from the staff, the actors and the singers of the first opening and first ending songs, official Hige, Dandism, and again, Hoshino interviews for those. Cool stuff, honestly. Like, I don't know, I might have to look into some of those storybooks because that has a lot more stuff in it than I thought it would have. Shit, well, yeah, so I think the only last thing that I've got left to get into is about the man himself, Tatsuya Endo. Do you guys have anything before I get into that?
I think I'm good. Tell us about the man.
Yeah.
About the guy with
Almost-
Tetsuya Endo. This man, legend for Spy Family, as we will all now know him, was born July 23rd in 1980 in Ibaraki Prefecture, Japan. He is the creator of the Spy Family manga. He's also done a ton more. He worked as an assistant for the manga series Blue Exorcist.
Yeah.
Right? I fucking love that show. We were thinking about, so we're gonna do spooky episodes for Halloween.
Halloween
coming up here.
themed, the spooky themed.
I think that one might have been up on the roster for one of them. Was that our next one? No,
No.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yep.
Or is Blue Exorcist gonna be our?
It might be our
Patreon?
next one. No, because
we could do that, and then maybe Shaman King for the Patreon then.
Ooh,
for
and then Rosario
Blue
plus
Exorcist for the
Vampire.
main. Huh?
Rosario plus Vampire.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. So we do Jujutsu Kaisen and then Rosario plus Vampire for Patreon.
I dig it.
Yeah, and
I
then,
dig it. Hey, you guys, you're getting a sweet sneak
Yeah.
peek at our next episode.
Yeah, right. All these spooky shows. So get ready for haunted spooky season with anime. We're gonna have to come up with some like fun anime title, like I don't know, nothing isekai. I don't know.
Isekai in
We'll come up
October.
with a fun name for Anime Halloween month.
If you
I
guys
dig it.
want, we can do a video of it too.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
do
dress
something.
in cool little outfits.
Yeah, dress up.
Phil has a really cool Anya cosplay he wants to wear.
Wear a
Totally.
Oh shit. So Tetsuo. Wow. Tetsuo. No, it's Tetsuya. Thank you very much, Akira. He was mentored by manga artists Yasushiro. No, it was Yasuhiro. Sorry, the word is blue. Yasuhiro Kano and Yoshiyuki Nishi. Like many manga artists, Endo began his career creating one-shots. In 2000, he won the 5th Story King manga category Semi-King for his series Seibu Yugi in Akamaru Jump, which is a special edition of Shonen Jump magazine that debuted in the spring of 2000s. Weekly Shonen Jump, published by Shueisha, which, this is kind of interesting, I found this. So Shueisha, the publisher, translates to Wisdom Gathers, which printed another of Endo's works, a one-shot called Sukihana Bija, Sukihana Bija, or known as Sukihana Beauty Blade, in the 51st issue of the same year. Jump SQ, another one of these special Jump magazines, from the December 2007 issue, the first one, to the August 2008 issue, Tista was serialized for the first time. After the serialization of Tista, he worked as an assistant for Blue Exorcist. From June 2010, the Jump SQ issue that featured Sukihana Bija was serialized and completed in the February 12 issue. After that, he did not plan a serialization for a while and worked as an assistant to Kato. In 2018, I Spy was published in the March 2018 issue of Jump SQ. It's so well received that it was planned as a serialization about spies since 2019, and we've been serializing Spy Family and Shonen Jump ever since. Endo aspired to be a manga artist since childhood. His family consists of one parent and one elder brother. His favorite actors are Bruce Lee and Hiroshi Abe. His favorite actresses are Meg Ryan and
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan and Audrey Tato. This was an interview. His favorite manga artists are Akira Toriyama, Tetsuo, and Hiroyuki Nishimori, and Minetaru Mochizuki. His hobbies, special skills, his pride includes skiing, basketball, racquetball based games, repeated side steps, I don't know what that is, doing nothing.
Side steps are really good for your glutes.
Yeah, getting stomatitis, I'm assuming it's like some sort of stomach disorder, and health destruction are all of his favorite things, you know?
He sounds like a cool guy.
Same. Same, Endo. His editor claims that Endo likes to think through every detail of a plot when proposed with an idea about his story. Endo will quickly point out any contradictions. This, along with his need to know, create deep and well thought out characters, has pushed him into telling stories that show a positive or negative shift in the psychological state of his characters. Endo is a huge fan of idol groups, particularly the idol group Nogizaka 46 and its former member Takayama Kazumi. He has drawn multiple illustrations referencing Takayama Kazumi, as well as illustrations expressing sadness during the graduation of Takayama Kazumi and other members. After the graduation of Nogizaka 46 members, Endo appears to now be a fan of Hinatazaka 46 and its captain Sasaki Kumi, attending their concerts and similarly drawing illustrations referencing Sasaki Kumi. That's so interesting that we don't have anything like that here with these. So if you didn't understand what that was with Nogizaka 46 and Hinatazaka 46, they have Japanese like idol girl groups, kind of like how we had, NSYNC, Backstreet
Boy
Boys.
bands.
Yeah, girl groups, but they'll have like 20 members.
Jesus.
It's like fucking huge, but everything is choreographed, but they only keep them on for a certain age, like while they're in school. Like after they graduate, they replace them and it becomes like a new group. But it's the same group, but it's a new group, but it's the same group. And it's just this lineage keeps going. And there's just different iterations of this same Nogizaka 46. There was probably another one before that where it was something else 46. Like, it's just going to keep going because it's monetization. Like, for them, like, a lot of these the idol, like the pop idol groups and stuff, just like I guess it was here, it's a business. It's not seen as like, these are not girls that all decided to get together because they're good at singing. They were all sought out by like talent scouts to be like, hey, do this shit, we pay you money. And they go, okay, like, hey kid, you won't be famous? You won't be famous? You won't be you look like you want to be famous. You want to be famous? I'm gonna come hire you. But you gotta be like ultra cute and poppy and be able to do many hours and thousands of hours of fucking torturous labor of probably doing all of these different choreographs and shit.
It's like that episode of South Park with Mickey and the Jonas Brothers.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a full-time job. Like, it is. They put in the work.
So Tatsuya Endo and his editor, Shihie Lin, have known each other for over 10 years. Lin was his initial editor in his first serial, Tista, in 2007. When Lin was moved from the Jump Square editorial department to Shonen Jump Plus, Endo happily followed, and they began developing a new work. Spy Family takes elements from 3 of Endo's Jump Square one-shots: Rengoku no Ash, Ishi ni Usubeni, and Tetsu no Hoshi. The Pink and the Stone, and then the other one is the Star and Steel, and then there's I Spy. Lin said that its reception among the editorial department was so good that serialization was practically decided before the official meeting was even held. The initial draft was given a working title of Spy Family written in Japanese. When deciding the final name, Endo came up with over 100 options, but they ultimately decided to use the same title, but in English and with a cross in between, the latter which was influenced by Hunter x Hunter. Lin said that he and Endo are always conscious of the line where violence, a necessary aspect in a spy manga, is given a pass for comedy's sake. With Tista and Gekka Bijin both have a dark tone, the editor told Endo to give Spy Family a more cheerful one. Anya was inspired by the main character of Rengoku no Ash. Her extrasensory perception was decided early on, and Lin cited its use for comedic effect as one of the series' strengths, and I absolutely agree. Lin said that the series has a broad readership among all ages and genders. He also cited Endo's clean art and ability to convey emotions as a part of the manga's appeal. Lin feels that the world and characters were firmly established as of Volume 2. As such, he revealed that he and Endo would start to include longer narratives in the series. And it's just that the rest is history. It's just this lovely little anime that just couldn't be more well done. It's so good. And I know someone somewhere eventually is gonna like get like one of those clicker things and be like, all right, everybody take a shot whenever he says so good.
We can't help it.
I know it's true. It is. It's so good.
I can't think of like
hearing that. I don't care.
I can't think of like a bad character in the show. Like, obviously there are like bad guys in the show, but like a badly written character.
No, I think there's kind of like some forgettable ones that are like they're not bad. They're just not like
like the guy who
to the story.
The guy who was talking shit about Anya and Anya's real mother, like that guy was a piece of shit. But like everyone else is like,
like everything is really well written. But yeah, there's some characters that like they're necessary, but you're not gonna like try to remember their name,
right?
But yeah, even the small details in this are amazing. It's a gorgeously animated series. Well, I think that's about gonna. That takes up everything that I had about this show. Do you guys have anything else you want to add to this before we wrap things up? This is a little early. We got like 10, 15 minutes.
I really can't think of anything. I think we kind of talked about everything. I don't want to like I know we talk a lot about what happens in the show, but I'd like to also keep things a little,
spoilers.
Yeah, this is one of those shows that it's hard to spoil because it's more about the experience than, being told like what happens. Like I could talk about what happens all day, but the fun comes from seeing this, and it's so good. And it's even watching it for the second time, I was just like as enthralled with it as I was the first time. Just me sitting playing Skater XL, me watching Spy Family on my computer for hours doing the research for this show. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's just a nice it's a wacky show, but it's good. Like it's a nice chill show you can have in the background, or you just I don't know. It's just a nice good slice of life.
Yeah, yep. I absolutely want to check this out. Oh, Phil, do you have any of the Google information?
Ooh, yeah, actually, I'm so sorry I brought that up here. So, right now, Spy Family is rated 4.8 out of 5
We're damn
as an
right.
audience score, with a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, 9 out of 10 on IGN, and 8.6 on IMDb.
Damn.
So it is killing it. I do enjoy a lot of these reviews here. Let me find one of them here.
Is there such thing as a bad one?
Let me actually look. See, do we have any 1-star reviews? Yes. Here, Emma S. a month ago wrote 1 out of 5.
Emma, why?
There's really nothing that makes this anime special besides the character designs, and of course how the audience constantly shoves how cute Anya is down people's throats. You get a much better time watching some other slice of life anime with a quirky twist to it. This one just meshes right in with the others for me, with nothing interesting hooking my interest.
So I don't totally disagree with
Yeah, I disagree with that 100%.
I don't.
Why don't you?
I told you, Anya. That's why I found Anya annoying.
I thought you were kidding. Are you
No.
seriously
Yeah.
saying Anya is annoying?
She's my least favorite out of all the main cast. Don't.
Say that again.
He's gonna bonk me with his gun. But, no,
Bonk you with a
I
wooden
don't
gun
like,
prop.
I do agree that it's forced
Crime
that she's like
coefficiently.
Anya's
Or
forced.
what was it? Crime coefficient.
The crime coefficient is in the ground, motherfucker.
I wasn't getting. I don't know. I don't hate the show. Like I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Oh,
But-
that's good.
Yeah, but like Anya, I feel like was forced a lot of things. Like they
I just
definitely
don't
try to
understand that.
push her cuteness. I agree
You
with
love
that.
lollies. What are you talking
I
about?
do not. I do not love lollies. I don't know where you got the lolly thing from. Like,
She is what creates the dynamic for that show. If she wasn't
she is. I understand that, but like
there,
I don't know.
it wouldn't be Spy Family. It
Right.
wouldn't be funny. It would just be serious business.
You can still have a more serious version. I don't know. You can
Yeah,
have
well,
her
I
as an
mean,
older
would
kid
you,
and
would
be
you rather
goofy.
watch an anime about an ugly child?
Yeah, replace her with like a troll goblin looking child, then I still watch. It'd be funny.
How do you do you think she would do well on her interview to get into the school if she was hideous?
Yeah, that'd be funny. It's
So
like,
oh,
the headmaster should be. Oh man, this kid's actually pretty cool.
can't even look
No,
at
he
her.
would not. He would be like, nope, this kid's ugly as sin.
It's hideous.
Throw it in the dirt. Just yeet this child out the door. No one will care.
Fucking Lloyd wouldn't even have a he would have passed her up at the attention center.
Yeah, let's be real here.
He wouldn't have a picture, I know, but still.
You need elegance.
I don't want any uggos.
Here's another one. 1 out of 5 stars by Enrique Landeros. I have to say, the anime and its characters are boring, and the story is trash. And the child, instead of being dark and edgy, and childish. I'm sorry, and trash and childish. Instead of being dark and edgy, I have watched a couple of episodes in this anime, and I did not find it enjoyable. I get it, some people like this anime because it's different than most of their anime, but for me, this is an average anime and not worth the hype. There's dozens of anime out there that are better than this.
Damn, that kid needs some depression.
He
meds.
did say Vinland Saga was better than this.
I've
I don't-
never
I don't
seen
know
that,
about
so I can't say there, but I can tell him that he's wrong.
Yeah, I also agree. Here we go. 5 out of 5 by Christine Ann Gonzalez.
Thank you, Christine. For
3
your
months
words
ago.
of wisdom.
I really love this anime. OMG. I love the characters in it, mostly Anya Forger and Damien Desmond. They look so
Yes.
lovely when they're together, and I love the face of Damien when Anya apologized to him. He looks so in denial. The most beautiful part is where Damien saved Anya from the dodgeball game, and I really loved that scene. If you if you are an anime lover, you will love this anime.
Agreed.
5 out of 5 by Mohit Kumar. It's an amazing show filled with many wholesome, heartwarming, and funny moments. You should definitely watch it with your family.
Agreed.
I think
Maybe
it's
not
very
with
mu-
their family.
I would absolutely watch
This
it.
is one of the more appropriate ones that I would say, like, if you were going to put something on, this one wouldn't be a bad pick. I mean, it's hard to be like, all right, gang, family time. Who wants to watch Naruto? Like, I don't know.
My dad would disown me.
I would much rather watch Naruto with my family than Spy.
What?
Yeah, see, depends.
I mean,
Naruto.
my sister loves Naruto, so
Fart you. Fart you, farter. Fart themselves.
Beyond that, I mean, I got nothing else. Like, I think it's highly recommended. I personally give this an anime a 5 out of 5. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. I don't like 5 out of 5s. I'm a 10. I'm 1 out of 10. Sorry, I'm a
1 out of 10. Okay,
no, sorry. I'm a out of 10 guy. This for me is a 9 out of 10. I think it is just about perfect of an anime. There are like some things I wish, like if it was longer, like maybe if it got like 13 or 15 episodes, it'd probably be up there, like as a 10. But
fault it because it's a little short. Like,
right, it's just
I don't think I could give any anime perfect scores.
Yeah.
But this one, it definitely comes close.
I don't know. I feel like length was pretty good in this one. Like you can definitely binge it. Like then there's gonna be a next season too. So if you want to watch more, you can always do it.
Yep, I will absolutely be on that next season as soon as that comes out. Well, hey, shit, I think that's going to do that for everyone here at the Men of Zen. I want to thank Schminkadelic for the use of our intro and outro. You can find more of his dance and trance tunes on Spotify and Apple Music. And Calvin Rosario for the creation of our anime avatars that you can see on our social media sites like Facebook, Twitter. You can catch us on Instagram. You can get Phil's nudes on Snapchat.
that's my OnlyFans, so they have to pay for that.
If you subscribe to Patreon, we'll give you a sticker.
Yeah, you subscribe to our Patreon, we'll give you Phil's OnlyFans.
And a sticker with Phil.
That actually sounds like a reason to stay away.
Yeah, I was gonna say no one wants that.
We'll give you a sticker with Phil to put on a water bottle.
Yeah, it'll be a sticker of Phil from his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
No.
Or him dressed as Anya. Yeah.
on his OnlyFans.
See how drunk I get. We'll find out.
Oh shit! Well, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in with us. I hope you had fun. I think we all sure did. Yeah. Once again, this has been the Men of Zen. My name is Brent.
I'm Spy Phil.
And I'm Anya.
And you say you hate her.